Hello and welcome to my channel. So everyone is building Lynae as a sub DPS slash support. But what about her DPS side? I spent the last 24 hours farming for her and she is finally ready. So let's take her for a spin in Tower of Adversity and Wuthering Waste and see what she is truly made of. First, let's go really quick over her build. So right off the bat, no energy regen, which you'll see it is fine. I'm using her as a DPS, so you don't really need that energy regen. I'm using her signature weapon, Spectrum Blaster, which for the most part is wasted. The damage increase for the resonators, we will see. My team does not use other DPSs or damage dealers other than Lynae. And for the echo set, I am using Rite of Gilded Revelation, with 3 costs as the main echo because it provides that sweet 12% spectral damage bonus and 12% basic attack damage bonus. By the way, I still have no clue how to properly use this echo. It is a transform echo, so it is pretty awkward in her rotation, and it comes in 2 parts because it's paired with a Collapsar Blade. For the forecast, I am using crit damage and attack percent 1 cost echoes. And for the skills, I have everything at 10. I am using the strain, I think it's called strain mode, and I have no sequences for her. Now, before we go to the actual showcase, I need to let you know something. The set Rite of Gilded Revelation is bugged. Some of you might be aware of it, some of you might not. So here is the actual situation. When we are looking at stats, my Lynae has 20.6% basic attack damage and 82% spectral damage bonus. Her weapon is gonna increase her basic attack damage to 56.6%, and the echo skill set is supposed to provide 30% spectral damage by using basic attacks 3 times, and after using liberation an extra 40% basic attack damage bonus. But what exactly is the case? Well, let's check it out. We have some test subjects right here. So 1, 2 and 3. What are the exact stats right now? I have the 56.6% basic attack damage bonus thanks to the weapon, and I have the 112% spectral damage bonus. So far so good. But what happens after I use the ultimate?
Special delivery goes boom!
And the answer to that question is nothing. I got absolutely nothing. Thanks to her weapon, she gets 36%. So in a way, the fact that the echo skill set is bugged means that this is not an S0R1 Lynae showcase. This is a F2P level Lynae showcase. So I guess everything falls in place, right? Using Fleur-de-Lis to showcase a team, how the mighty have fallen. Now, to be fair, I had no other choice. Floors 1 and 2 of the middle tower have enemies resistant to spectral damage, and floors 3 and 4, well, I tried them, and I'm gonna show the result right after this. Switching to 𝗖cie, which by the way, I finally managed to finish building her. Totally worth it. If you do not have her completely built, now is the time, especially with the new endgame mode. Switching to Lynae and 9,000 per pop with her liberation. And I have no clue how many hits that was, but the Forte 227,000 and the PPP attack 3,000 per pop. You don't really get to see that attack if you play her normally as a sub DPS, which is a shame because it looks freaking amazing even though it actually does not deal much damage. And Cartetia kneeling before Shorekeeper. Now that's what I will call lower accurate. I was debating on whether to use Shorekeeper or to use somebody else. I was thinking of Yuno because she has healing capabilities and Lynae actually buffs her, especially with the outro, increasing resonance liberation damage and all damage amplification. However, at that point, is that even a Lynae DPS showcase or is just the 5th Yuno showcase that I am doing? Yuno is so freaking OP, man. It's actually insane just how strong of a character is, and Pride finally decided to increase her DPS tier, which it was about time. Switching back to Shorekeeper and Fleur-de-Lis again kneeling before her. I don't understand what's with this timing. Morny should help fix that because she increases the build-up rate for Toon Break. which would work very good with Lynae, who provides increase to the toon break damage. Switching back to Lynae, and let's see how many seconds are gonna be left. Is the liberation gonna be enough for this? Again, 10,000, and finishing it with 30 seconds left. Not bad, especially when you consider how F2P the team is. And as I promised, the result of my floor 4 attempt. Look, Lynae is not the strongest DPS in the entire game, okay? Let's set our expectations to the correct level. Whimpering wastes time, and you might have already noticed I am starting on the first half. The smart thing to do would have been to start on the second half, because all the characters here want their liberations a lot more than the Concerto. However, I want to get back to 𝗼𝗍𝗆 as fast as possible. I'm addicted to the new map. I know some people do not really like the new bike. It's quite buggy, I have to admit. But when it works, it's freaking amazing. It is pure aura, and I don't really want to waste that much time on here. So sorry about that, even though it will probably not be that much of a difference. And I'm also using Roshia instead of 𝗖𝗍𝗆, because this team, if I was to go with 𝗖𝗍𝗆, it will have no gathering capabilities, and that will be miserable for Whimpering Waste, especially with the way Lynae appears to just scatter the enemies around. So I had to make a compromise on that front, because Roshia is actually a downgrade in terms of raw stats. Enemies are 3/4 of them are resistant to Havoc, because Kuro made the mistake with Prolova. They made her way too broken for Whimpering Waste, and this is their way to balance it out by just making unfair enemies for that team. And Roshia is catching strays, and also because she has some Havoc buffing capabilities mixed in her kit. Her basic attack damage bonus that she provides to Lynae is not as big as 𝗖𝗍𝗆, and I'm also using the wrong echo set. I am using Midnight Veil, which increases Havoc damage. I should use something like Impermanence Heron, but I don't have a set prepared for that. However, her utility should more than make up for it. Being able to hit all the enemies at the same time is gonna be worth it. I mean, just look at that damage. Look at the way the screen flashed with all those yellow numbers. Actually great. Too bad that they are not that big. And the token, I am not using any of the golden tokens. None of them are good for this team. I am using the purple token, the one that looks like an angel, which increases the basic attack crit damage by 30%, which it works amazing for Lynae, especially with Shorekeeper increasing her crit rate. Her crit rate is something along the lines of 90%, so pretty much every hit should crit. We have 11 seconds left, and we are at 1,600 points. Can we get 2,000? Come on, Lynae, I know you can do it. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, no, she couldn't. Very close though. All those enemies were low in HP, very low in HP. If I had 2 seconds left, well, Lynae might not be the strongest DPS, but damn, she has style.